In this video I'm gonna create the templates that I'm gonna use throughout the project. So in the views folder I'm gonna create a new folder and call it _layouts. And in here I'm gonna create a header EJS file, but I can't create an EJS file in NetBeans, so I'm gonna create a JS file and call it header and change its extension to EJS like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy and paste this file a few more times, and this one is gonna be footer and this one is gonna be admin header and admin footer. Okay, and for the template I'm gonna be using a Bootstrap theme, so I'm gonna go to get Bootstrap and getting started and use the starter template, this one here. So if I view page source, I'm gonna select all and copy and paste in the header here, and in here I'm gonna get rid of these things here below the title and closing head, and these here as well. I'm gonna leave these three, and I'm gonna have the title empty. This nav I'm gonna leave, and the container as well, but nothing inside of that container. And I'm gonna leave this jQuery and get rid of the rest, and this as well. Okay, so in here now I need to include Bootstrap CSS and JS. So I'm gonna go to download here and use the CDN. So this is the Bootstrap CSS, and I'm gonna add that here. I'll just get rid of this integrity and cross origin just so it takes up less space, because I'm on a smaller resolution here because of the course. And the JS file as well, which is this one. So I'm just gonna copy this and down here create the script tags and paste the source. Okay, and that should do it. So now I'm gonna leave this opening container and all of this stuff here in the header, and I'm gonna cut the closing div and the rest and paste it in the footer, and do the same for the admin footer and header as well for now. So copy all of this and paste in admin header as well. I'm just gonna change the title here to say admin area, and this one can say front for now, and that looks good. So now in the views folder I'm gonna create another file. I'm gonna actually just copy this and paste, and I'm gonna call it index. And in EJS, to include stuff, actually to have EJS code that's in less than and percent and greater than. And if you want to output something, you can have an equal sign here, but I just want to include something, so I'm not. And here I'm gonna say include and _layouts / header. I don't need the JS extension, and I'm gonna copy this and say footer here. And here I can just have, let's say, an h1 and say hello there. And one more thing I forgot, in the nav I'm gonna get rid of this fixed stop here, so it's not fixed, and in admin header as well. Okay, so now to render this I'm gonna go to app.js, and in this route that points to home or the root or the index, instead of saying res send and sending some text, I'm gonna say res and render here, and I'm gonna pass in the view, which is index. And because I said here this is the path to the views folder, it's gonna look in that folder automatically, so I don't need to say here view/index, for example. This is enough. So if I now start the server, because I stopped it, and if I refresh here now, here it is, it's there. And if I inspect here, I can see the HTML, okay, and the body, and let me just see, this container div is there as well, and this is the footer, so it's all good. And also you can also pass data to the view as a second argument, which is supposed to be an object. So I can say here, for example, title, and have home here as a title. And then in the view, which is here, and the title is here, instead of front, which it says now, I'm gonna say less than and percent and equals and percent and greater than, and say title here, because that's its name right here. And if I refresh now, I get home here, okay? And I now wrote this, where is it? These EJS tags manually, but I have a snippet for that, and I'm gonna be using it from now on. So this is how it looks. You can either write that manually or create a snippet. So for me, for example, from now on, if I want to output something, I just do this and I can output something. Okay, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.